Alright, in this demonstration I'm going to show you how to do the shed assignment. If you feel like you don't want to follow the directions that are written out, you can just follow this tutorial. So to start the shed, you're going to click on Architectural Template. It's important that you do this, otherwise it's going to look a lot different as you go through some of these steps. Alright, once that loads up, we're going to start by making a simple rectangular wall. So we're going to do 16 by 12 as the directions state. If you are actually following through the directions and listening to this, that we're already looking at pretty much step 8. Okay, so clicking on the wall tool, I then have the options of what kind of wall I'm going to make. I'm going to go ahead and just use the rectangular tool because that's just going to make it easier since it's a rectangle shape. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so it's not all crazy, and we're going to make it 16 by 12. And if you misclick, you can always change it later. So there's 12 by 16, and I'm going to go ahead and click. Okay, so now I got all 4 of my walls already made. Now one of the things I should have done before doing this was change the height that was located up here. Since I forgot, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I select all the walls, and I'm going to change that to 8 feet high, as that's what the directions say. I'm going to hit apply. That way when I hit on the view tab and I look at it in 3D, I don't have 20-foot walls. I have 8-foot walls instead. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my floor plan so we can go ahead and make the floor. When I'm making the floor, it's very simple. You're just going to go to the Architecture tab, click on Floor. From here, I'm just going to use the boundary line since there are no inner walls and the whole thing's going to be the same floor. So I'm just going to go ahead and select all of the floors. Now notice I'm clicking on the outside of the walls. That way the walls are underneath, or I'm clicking on the outside of the walls. So when I create my floor, it's actually underneath my walls. I don't want my walls floating. Okay. So one of the things that it talks about for adding the floor, it says that they want the wood finish. So I'm going to click over here in the Properties tab, and I'm going to go down to where it says wood finish. Once I click on that, I'm going to hit the check mark, and I have a wood floor already. So if I go to my 3D view, I'm going to actually just escape out so I don't have anything selected. When I go to my 3D view, I'm going to double click on 3D, you can see that the floors are wood. Okay. Now the last piece, not the last piece, second to last piece is to create the roof. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the roof tool. It's going to say, hey, you've created a roof on the lowest level. Would you like to move to level 2? Yes, we want to make sure we're on the correct level. I was on the wrong level, so it's trying to correct me here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. I'm actually going to go to level 2 as well on the floor plans just because it's going to be a lot easier that way. So let me escape out, cancel that. I'm going to go back to the roof again while I'm in level 2. Okay. Now that I have the boundary selection, I also have these options here because one of the things I need to do is create an overhang of 1 foot. Okay, so I got to make sure that I have this option up here. If you don't, close out and reopen it when you're in the floor plan. Now, 2 of our walls are going to define the slope. Those are going to be the longer walls. So I'm going to click here on this long wall. Notice it's a foot off my wall, which is exactly what I want because that's what my overhang is. I'm going to click on this wall as well. Now these 2 walls are going to define the slope of my roof. Alright, so I want to uncheck this so these walls do not define the slope. Okay, otherwise you're going to get a pointed roof. So I'm going to go ahead and click on those walls. Notice it completes the box. The last thing I need to do is choose the type of roof, and the type of roof that we are going to be using is the wood rafter, asphalt shingled insulated. I'm going to click on that, and then I can go ahead and click OK. Alright, now you can see that those roofs are done. If I go into the 3D view, you'll see your roof looks like this. Now, what is my problem right now? The problem is my roof is floating. Okay, and this is a common problem that students run into. Okay, so I'm going to get into my elevation view. This is going to let me fix this issue. Okay, so if I go to East, you can see my level 2 is set at 10 feet. Now my walls are at 8 feet. So of course, when I made the roof, it's going to be floating. So if I change my level 2 to 8 feet and I hit enter, notice my roof now goes back down. Now I'm not completely done. You're thinking, okay, that's great. But if I go to my 3D view, notice my wall is not connected to my roof on this side. It is connected over here, but not over here. Okay, that's an easy fix. All you need to do is click on the wall, attach the top base. Notice my wall went up, but that's not the only wall. You got to swing around to the other side. This wall is also not connected, so I'm going to click on the wall, attach top base, click on the roof. Okay. Now my roof is done. It's connected and it looks right. Okay. Now the last step in the directions 1 are to change the type of wall. Okay, and so it's important that you pick the right wall because later on we're going to change that to siding. So when I click on this face right here, the short side, doesn't matter if it's this one or that one, you're going to want to select, go back up to the top, brick on MTL stud. Okay, this is important because when you get your options for the siding later, if you choose the wrong one, it's going to be really confusing for you. So I'm going to click on brick on MTL stud. That's going to create my brick wall. Okay. Notice what happened to my floor. It is now hanging off. That's because the sides of the walls are a different thickness. If I go on to level 1 now, you can see this wall is now thicker because it's a different type of wall. Okay. If that happens when we're done with the wall, we can change our flooring later. Okay, but for now, just leave it how it is. But recognize that that is now not connected to the edge of the wall. The last thing you can do to see, to make it look like it's actually brick, and you can kind of see it realistically, is if you go over here to the visual style. Okay, you can do shaded or realistic. That's going to give you the realistic view or the shaded view. I chose realistic, and you can go ahead and see that that is now a brick wall. Okay. This is the end of part 1 for the shed directions. You can go ahead and open up my second video, which will be for part 2 of the shed directions.